U.S. government pre-tests frontier AI models. Regulators now sit inside the final training runs at 3 major labs. Any model flagged for national security risks gets held back from public release, creating a de facto approval queue. This forces OpenAI to either join the program or watch government-adjacent customers migrate. Smaller players without these agreements suddenly look riskier to enterprise buyers, who fear future bans. Anthropic launches financial services AI agents. Banks now receive ready-made agents tuned for compliance and risk scoring. JP Morgan can slot them into existing workflows immediately. Smaller fintechs face a choice: license the templates or fall behind on delivery timelines. This forces OpenAI to either match the vertical depth or watch its financial customers shift spend toward the pre-built option. Enterprise procurement teams will start requiring these templates in RFPs within the next year. AWS enables autonomous AI agent payments. Agents settle API usage in stablecoins without waiting for invoices or approvals. The real story sits in the settlement layer, where AWS takes a cut on every microtransaction routed through its partners. This forces Google Cloud to launch matching payment tools or lose agent workloads that demand instant settlement. API vendors face compressed margins once agents start routing calls to the lowest real-time bidder. xAI releases Grok 4.3 reasoning model. Enterprise teams can now run the new reasoning model inside Oracle's existing compliance envelope. That placement undercuts Azure's hold on xAI workloads and gives procurement teams a second cloud option without new security reviews. Oracle gains a wedge in the agentic AI stack that Microsoft will have to counter with deeper xAI discounts. Math-heavy tasks see the biggest lift, pulling inference spend away from OpenAI toward whichever cloud offers the lowest latency on Grok. NVIDIA unveils Nematron 3 Nano Omni. Running 4 modalities through one open checkpoint changes the cost curve for anyone building physical agents. Teams that once paid per frame for vision now fine-tune locally on their own sensor data. The ones who ship first lock in proprietary data moats the cloud players can't replicate. This forces Google to either match the open release or watch Vertex customers move their multimodal workloads to on-prem Nematron instances within the next 2 quarters. Sierra raises $950 million enterprise AI round. Enterprise buyers are no longer asking for copilots. They want agents that survive the first month without human babysitting. Sierra's new war chest lets it hire the integration teams that turn a demo into a procurement-approved deployment. This forces Salesforce to either embed comparable agent orchestration inside Service Cloud or watch mid-market logos move to a platform that already ships with those guarantees. Anthropic introduces dreaming for agent improvement. Agents that review their own traces overnight start catching the silent failures that only appear after dozens of steps. Production reliability jumps because the model simulates yesterday's edge cases without burning live tokens. This forces OpenAI to ship an equivalent review loop inside its agent framework or watch multi-day workflows migrate to systems that improve while idle. OpenAI rolls out real-time voice agent models. Once voice latency drops below human interruption speed, scripted menus start sounding like legacy technology. Support operations that still rely on turn-based transcription will see their NPS scores flatten, while real-time deployments pull ahead on first-call resolution. This forces Twilio to either integrate streaming models or lose the contact centers that now demand sub-second voice agents. The gap will show up in renewal rates by next summer. EU streamlines AI Act rules in new agreement. Smaller AI teams will feel this first. The simplified rules cut reporting for models under certain thresholds, yet they still require the same risk assessments that only teams with dedicated legal staff can handle quickly. Smaller players without in-house policy experts now operate at a permanent disadvantage. This forces Anthropic and OpenAI's smaller rivals to either raise compliance budgets or license their tech through larger platforms within the next 18 months. AI restructuring triggers tech layoffs. Automation is eating the roles that used to justify large support organizations. Cloudflare and Upwork's cuts will ripple outward as AI agents handle routine tasks. pushing remaining staff into oversight positions that demand new skills most current employees lack. Coinbase's move signals that even regulated sectors will see similar compression by early next year, with contractors replacing full-time roles across the board. Fake citations surge in biomedical papers. Peer review was never designed to catch machine-generated reference lists at this scale. Biomedical publishers must now deploy automated citation checkers on every submission or face a wave of retractions that undermines trust in the entire literature base. Researchers relying on AI drafting tools will either add manual audits or see their work delayed in peer review for months, slowing new paper output across the field. AMD reports record AI data center revenue. The revenue split between training and inference hardware is widening faster than most forecasts predicted. Data center operators are locking in AMD's extensions for the inference workloads that actually drive daily revenue. NVIDIA has to either match the pricing on its own software extensions or accept share loss in the segment growing fastest this year, especially among smaller cloud providers that prioritize cost over peak performance.